I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea why Chris and Alicia were in this episode because they did absolutely nothing besides destroying public property or destroying someone else's property for like no reason whatsoever except for the fact that they're teenagers and they gotta be rebellious and just like break all the things that isn't theirs and wear all the clothes that isn't there. Some aspects of this show of Fear the Walking Dead are really cool, and other aspects they're just so stupid. It's like one end of the spectrum and then the other end of the spectrum, and it's like it just Anyway, what is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my review of Fear the Walking Dead episode 5, and next week's the finale, which is pretty cool. From what it looks like, it's gonna step up and it's gonna be really interesting. But we'll have to wait till next week or the next review to see how it is. But in this episode, it was pretty enjoyable. Like I said, some stuff were really stupid and didn't need to be there, but the other stuff wasn't that bad. So I'm gonna talk about all the bad things first, and then we can get into the good. So the only things that I consider or like bugged me in this episode was, like I mentioned in the intro, it was just Chris and Alicia and had no idea why they were there. The other thing was probably Travis, and that was just him as a character because he still doesn't get it. I mean, he's slowly getting it, but I kind of wish he would get to speed much quicker because right now his character is still annoying. Anyway, the good things in this episode was probably the scenes at the hospital and the scenes at the wherever Nick was and the most interesting black man was, because that guy, I don't know what it is about him. I think it's the way he speaks. It was just amazing. It's just like that slow rasp voice, and he kind of looks like Tyrese's actor a little bit, if just a little like more beefed up and like more like buff, I guess is the more appropriate term. And he was just suave. It was just like if you took the Old Spice guy, and not the Terry Crews one, but the first Old Spice guy, and then you took the most interesting man in the world and merged like they did like Dragon Ball Z fusion, huh? Like if that happened, that's what the guy you would get. And thing is, he's like the most interesting character that's a dick, because the intro scene with him, just pretty much talking to Doug and then just like demeaning Doug, just saying how like someone's gonna take his wife, someone's gonna be a better person to her, all those things. It just shows you that he's an asshole, but he does what he needs to do in order to survive. And now Nick's with him, so that's something. I have no idea how Nick is gonna be helpful to him, but he's there. And I'm assuming when things go down, everyone's gonna be kind of like split up. It's gonna be like Eliza with the military, if the military is still a thing, and then it's gonna be Nick with the most interesting black guy, and then it's gonna be Travis and the rest of them, unless Travis dies, which I wouldn't be mad about. But no, seriously, it's like he's a male Lori, and it's just no one wants a male Lori. Lori was enough. We don't need a male one like Madison. In this episode, even though she probably had the least to do in this episode, she was still better than Travis. She was like, she saw Salazar freaking torturing guy, and at first she was against it, but then Salazar was like, we gotta do what we gotta do, and she was like, okay, I'm cool with it. And then eventually she's like, so we get the information. It was like, yeah, we did. And then there were the hospital scenes where basically it was pretty much everything I would assume. Everyone's sick, and then they're low on doctors, and the whole that whole cliche trope thing. And yeah, then we see that Griselda turns at the end, or she dies, and they reveal that, hey, even though you die, like no matter how you die, you turn anyway. And then Old Country for Old Nurses freaking stop. Well, it's Old Country for Old Men, it was a joke. Freaking stop, and bam, Griselda is officially dead. And I'm assuming if Salazar saw that, he would not be happy. Anyway, let's go back to Salazar and his torturing, which was holy... Oh, man, I'm scared of... Thank goodness I don't go to my old barber anymore, because, like, my old barber would, like, use that thing that what Salazar used now, because that's actually pretty scary now that I think about it. Like, I'm usually not afraid of blades and stuff like that, but now when I see Salazar do it, I'm scared. But I'm going off topic. So, Salazar's tortured Ophelia's boyfriend, or whatever you want to call him, Soldier Booty, whatever you want to call him, and he reveals what Cobalt is, which is the name of this episode. And we see that, from what I understood and from what I saw, it's basically the military leaves and kills everyone. like no matter if you're a zombie, if you're a walker or not, you die either way. But what was intriguing was like Salazar at the end of the episode, we see he goes to which I assume is the San Diego Charger stadiums or like somebody's stadium, and essentially it might be for the LA Dodgers now that I think about it, if that's still their name. Anyway, he goes there. We see that everything's locked up, and there's a butt ton, like there's just like hordes and hordes of walkers, and then I'm assuming that they let them out as like a protocol. I think that's what the military is going to do. Either that or they're just going to kill everybody anyway, so there's that. But if there is something else that I missed that is part of the Cobalt protocol, please let me know down in the comments below, because I feel like I didn't get the whole story, but maybe that is the whole story. Speaking of the military, that commanding officer, they go to the library for who knows what reasons, I don't remember. I think they were told to go there, and then they end up like losing to walkers, and then the commanding officer dies, which thank goodness, because he was like overly cliche bad military guy, which I did not appreciate, because he wasn't even trying to be like a good guy. He was just like, we got guns, it doesn't matter, bang 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 bang, you know, stuff like that. It was like he wasn't even like compelling. He was just like straight up bad guy. He wasn't like the governor who had like his reason. He was just like bad to be bad. But yeah, just to wrap it up, my overall thoughts, I thought it was a pretty good episode. It's probably up there, even though there's only 5. It's probably like number 2 or 3. But yeah, I mean, the only thing I honestly have to say is that Travis needs to get like his shit together. Like, I understand like shooting like someone who you think is still alive is hard. It's just that, you know, he just doesn't get it. Like, Travis just doesn't get it. Like, I wasn't mad about like the 50 cal scene where the dude was like peer pressuring him into doing it, like, because like that's like something you have to do in your mind. You like mentally prepare yourself that you're killing another person even though they're not a person anymore. That's like psychology level crap right there. But it's a part that it's like he just doesn't like get it. Like, he just doesn't get it, and that's the thing. Like, Madison gets it, like Salazar gets it, Ophelia sort of like she gets it like 75%. It's just like, I just don't understand. Anyway, those are just my thoughts on this episode of Fear the Walking Dead, but let me know yours down in the comments below. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching. Like, seriously, I appreciate it. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys all next time. So until then, see ya.